is nothing as powerful as a changed mind.
So I'm currently Q Jensen, trainer at Rochester FightFactory.
I'm TJ FightFactory Nolan on Facebook. Coach TJ, co-owner of FightFactory in Rochester.
We're a boxing gym located in Rochester, 121 Lincoln Avenue, Rochester, New York, 14611. Our goal is really to create a safe haven where kids and adults can feel safe to come in and stay off the streets and really keep their time occupied by coming to the gym, working out. Obviously, fitness is a big issue in our society today, so we definitely want to make sure that we're providing a service where kids can come in, work out, stay healthy.
One of our main focuses is to use the sport of boxing as an attention grabber to the youth, so we can get them inside the doors and make them more productive citizens. Give them some discipline that these kids are lacking nowadays. Give them some direction, purpose in life, some structure. We really focus on education. That athletics, no matter what level it is really a plan B, because at one day it eventually comes to an end, whether it's due to old age, injuries, or just not being able to compete on a certain level. You need that fallback plan, which is really your plan A, just in the back of plan B. For people who are trying to chase athletics as a career. Even Floyd Mayweather himself, now he's done boxing, he had to have a fallback plan to where he could excel, right? So his was promotions, right? Even though he had all this money in the world. So we focus on education here, because the smarter you are, the more successful you'll be in life. So the boxing program, although we work on a professional level and an elite amateur level, we really make sure that our kids hold a good GPA in school, from the littlest guy who we've had 4-year-old in here, all the way up to the oldest guy in the team, or who surrounds himself by us in this program. The second thing is we want to, like you said, we want to provide a safety net. As long as our door stays open, those kids are off the streets, and even if it's for 1 minute, that's one less minute that they're on the streets, to where a stray bullet out here can reach one of those kids who make the bad decision to put themselves in the wrong place at the wrong time. Because like we always tell a lot of these kids, stray bullets don't have names on them. They'll hit, and they don't discriminate the direction they're heading. So when those kids come through these doors, whether it's for 1 minute, 1 hour, or 10 years, that's that amount of time that they're not there on the street, in a safe place, surrounded by people who come from Canandaigua, doctors, nurses, just professionals who support them throughout the community as well. And it's a cool process to see, top level professionals in various industries working out side by side with kids who they wouldn't necessarily have run into per se, or have an opportunity to run into. And that's just the kind of program that we've started, and surrounded by a solid family.
I mean, we also realize that in our community there's a lot of single moms, single dads out there that are struggling to raise some of our kids, our future, what regards our future. And when these kids come in here and the moms come and parents come in, and what we do ensure them is that we forming a partnership to help them, assist them in helping raise our future, raise our kids. So it's forming a good partnership. As TJ was saying, as far as knowing how they doing at home, how they doing at school, and really staying on top of that way we know how to communicate with these kids, so they understand, and so we could get the best result from the time that they're here. It's a challenge sometimes, but again, with a good partnership with the parents and some of the family members that do bring the kids in here, we're able to help develop that. And for us, it's really gratification to see the progress that some of these kids make, daily, weekly, monthly. Kids that walk in here that you never expect, you wonder, like, man, how are we going to get through this?
Right.
And to see them,
especially
develop.
Their confidence.
Yeah.
Like some of these kids come in here, some of the loudest kids come in here are the least confident, right? And
Right.
you put 100% focus on them, and they shut down. They say, oh man, did I really mean what I was going to say? Because inside those ropes, everybody's coming to swing, right? So you give them the tools to protect themselves, but at the same time give them the discipline behind those tools, so they don't use it outside of here, or outside of the ropes. And some of those kids that are the loudest on the street, or have the most street attitude, come in here, and they really get humbled by somebody who has been participating in the sport and works with them. It shows them that really street fight is not the answer to anything. And if you bring that street fighting stuff into a typical boxing setting, most of the time, like 99% of the time, the street fighter is going to fail at what he's trying to do in the ring, because you can't grab, you can't hold, you can't kick, you can't bite, you can't pinch, you can't scratch. And it takes some serious skill to be inside that ring. So it's a cool process to see these kids get humbled by an experience inside the ropes. And then usually that takes them back a few steps and says, you know what, I can be built to be a better person because of that experience. And it's real cool to see how sometimes when kids come in here lacking confidence, how confident they get going through the sport, because although there's a team setting involved, inside the ropes it is an individual sport, and it takes a real man or a real woman to get inside of there to compete or even practice against somebody else inside that setting. So it's fun for us to help boost that positive energy and put positive feedback and positive thoughts inside each individual that we bring into this facility or walks into this facility on their own, and see them excel. It's a great feeling to know that we had a part in the growth. And our philosophy is we want to save as many kids as we can, but if we change just one, our job is done. But to change that one, we've got to reach many. So that's what we're all about here at Fight Factory.